Elon Musk to the rescue. Starlink setup to help Ukraine.
Вимагайте більше захисту для Європи, більше захисту для України як частини.
After the Ukraine government pleaded for his help, billionaire entrepreneur Elon Musk announced that SpaceX's Starlink satellite broadband service will be available in Ukraine with more terminals en route to the country. This is Best of Tens. Like, subscribe, and share this video. And now, let's continue. At the start of the heavy bombardment of Russian missiles on Ukrainian soil, the Vice Prime Minister of Ukraine, Mykhailo Fedorov, tweeted, at Elon Musk, "While you try to colonize Mars, Russia try to occupy Ukraine. While your rockets successfully land from space, Russian rockets attack Ukrainian civil people. We ask you to provide Ukraine with Starlink stations and to address sane Russians to stand." Right after that, Musk responded, "Starlink service is now active in Ukraine. More terminals en route." Elon Musk's Starlink is a network of thousands of satellites in low Earth orbit that provide high-speed broadband internet by connecting with user terminals around the globe. Because Starlink isn't limited by traditional internet infrastructure, it can be deployed quickly in hard-to-reach areas in disaster situations, similar to the war-torn rural areas of Ukraine. Starlink is a gift to the globe. Elon Musk and SpaceX have been hell-bent on activating Starlink worldwide. It's a network of satellites that have been placed in Earth's orbit and is set to provide broadband internet at high speeds to all the areas on our planet. It was in 2015 when SpaceX announced that it was developing Starlink. They informed the world that it would be the catalyst to provide internet to anyone, at any time, in any location. To achieve this massive undertaking, Elon Musk's Starlink launched thousands of small satellites into low Earth orbit. From that position, the satellites are able to beam down fast internet signal to us terrestrials. Starlink satellites weigh 573 pounds each, which is about 260 kilograms. The body of each satellite is flat, and up to 60 of them can fit into one of SpaceX's Falcon 9 rockets. When these satellites are placed in orbit, a single large solar array comes out to power the satellite. The central portion includes 4 powerful antennas for internet transmissions, and each satellite relies on a set of lasers to connect with 4 others in orbit. The satellites also have ion thrusters that use krypton gas, which allows them to maneuver in orbit. The next worry is the internet speed. To assure satisfactory internet speed, SpaceX Starlink satellites will remain in low orbit, floating around 350 miles above the Earth. Because of that relatively short distance, SpaceX claims the latency should be between 25 and 35 milliseconds. That should be fast enough for most internet tasks, including gaming. For a better understanding, users will be able to download an entire movie in just a few minutes. SpaceX has yet to confirm what upload speeds will actually be. However, reports on the early beta tests for Starlink speeds show download speeds between 37 Mbps and 60 Mbps, with upload speeds between 4.5 Mbps and 17.70 Mbps. Here's the progress of Starlink satellites. In 2018, SpaceX launched its first test satellites, which included the first official 60 satellites for the service. The most recent launch took place in mid-November of 2021, and there's no question that further launches are planned for each month of 2022. From the date of this video, SpaceX has put up about 1,844 satellites into orbit. Already, this is another indicator of Elon Musk's strong drive to be productive and overachieve, because the initial projection of fully functional satellites at this time was set at 1,440 satellites. This accomplishment signifies that SpaceX has completed its first shell of satellites, In the entire duration of the project, Starlink still has a very long road ahead. The plan is to ultimately have 42,000 satellites in orbit already. SpaceX has been given the green light from the U.S. Federal Communications Commission, or the FCC, to put as many as 12,000 SpaceX Starlink satellites in our inner space. And with all those satellites linked, they will form the Starlink constellation. Leaders of several countries have already made plans for Starlink. Consider developing nations like the Philippines, where the average internet speed is at 3.64 megabytes per second. Keep in mind that the global average speed is 23.3 megabytes per second, according to the Ookla survey, which compares and ranks consumer download speeds around the globe. The Philippines ranked 176th out of 202 countries. So, Elon Musk has already been in talks with 2 Philippine telecommunication or communication service providers to launch its ultra-fast satellite internet in a country where slow speeds are causing billions of dollars in loss. In a comment just last year, Philippine telecommunication authorities, known as TBGI, disclosed, "We are excited about the unlimited prospects of empowering government units, businesses, and millions of Filipino households with advanced satellite internet services to meet their growing requirements for fast and reliable connectivity." To facilitate this plan with SpaceX, TBGI has entered an agreement with ABS Global Limited for the development and maintenance of multiple state-of-the-art Earth stations in strategic areas nationwide. But there are several other countries that desperately need faster internet too. So, SpaceX is attempting to serve all countries and truly provide global internet coverage, especially to countries like Ukraine that are experiencing terrible turmoil. This year, the world can expect to see India connected to Starlink. It is going to launch in most, if not all, of India, according to reports from subscribers. Though the timeline of the service rollout in India has not yet been confirmed, SpaceX did confirm Starlink broadband service launch in India, all of Africa, and even the rainforests of the Amazon in South America. However, Ukraine has been boosted to priority. According to internet monitors, internet connectivity in Ukraine has been dreadfully affected by the Russian invasion, particularly in the southern and eastern parts of the country, where fighting has been heaviest. Although it's extremely costly to deploy, Starlink satellite technology can provide internet for people who live in rural or hard-to-serve places where fiber optic cables and cell towers do not reach. It was mostly created as a critical backstop for hurricanes, typhoons, tornadoes, or other natural disasters that disrupt communication. But since the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Musk's Starlink has a brand new challenge. As for some good news, the Starlink satellite broadband service is already available in Ukraine. However, SpaceX will have major obstacles in sending more terminals to the country. On the 26th of February, Musk made the statement on Twitter after being asked by a Ukrainian government official to provide more Starlink services to the country that has already suffered from severe internet service shutdowns. But these significant disruptions in the capital city of Kiev and across much of the country might soon be rectified thanks to Elon Musk's Starlink. Don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Give this channel a like, subscribe if you haven't already, ring the notification bell, and share this video. Here at Best of Tens, there's a myriad of informative and entertaining videos. So, be sure to head to the archive and find ones that you love best. Thanks for watching, and see you soon!